to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Can I say something, anything else? No? Okay.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
Perhaps her death is destined.
No, I will not allow that to happen. The Elder Scrolls only tell of events that might be, not events that will be. You care nothing for Serana, or our plight.
I'm literally asking what she thinks.
The sun is your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
I'm literally asking her what she thinks.
Serana, this stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. He's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father
Call her stupid, she'll like that, I'm sure.
That he needs your blood. You'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to
Talk to
I
him.
want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours.
Okay.
Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me.
Okay.
For Serana's sake. Yes. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn. Destroy the keepers that are tending them. One more word of warning. There's the Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition. If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it.
Who would they
raised
attack?
armies in attempts to return things to normal.
The sun?
The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated. I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future. When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians.
Masters. Masters.
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here. The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach. Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn. Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that. I think they transcend what we perceive as... Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously
The crystals.
conduits through which the Ideal Master... The Ideal Master... It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's the ability to summon...
Okay,
However,
blah, blah, blah,
the
blah, blah, blah,
majority
blah.
of necromancers that are foolish enough to
Can't believe
enter
you
into a
found my
bargain
mother
with the
alive.
Ideal Masters.
Relieved. All those
wind
things
up
I've been
here.
building for
Lady,
a while.
As
you
haunts
mind?
You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her. Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with
Kind of
my
a
mother,
bar there.
but she just kept
Mother,
feeding me
clutter.
her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them. Like I said, we were never very close. Not a lot of father-daughter bonding, if you know what I mean. But once we threw our lot in with Molag Bal, people just don't think about their families anymore. Power takes precedence, he always said. I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now. Oh, they definitely were. I just wonder if that meant it was my job to be giving. Anyway,
Damn,
we should
that's
keep
deep.
moving.
Very deep. Ah, yes. Kill the Boneyard Keepers. Boneyard Keepers. Boneyard Keepers. Alright, well. I guess we're off. I literally can't hear you, and if I did, I would literally tune you out. I do not care. We do not care. Yo, it's just like Slay the Spire. Wow. Yo, there's a spire in this game. You know, how about I take off these glizzos so that I, well, now I can stay on. Be able to move faster. Oh yeah, I'm speeding. Hey, what's up?
Just step into the painting, you said. Yeah, sure. Like it's that simple. No one ever escapes. There is no escape.
Watch me try. Bitch, I'm on the go. Soul Fissure. Hey, that guy wasn't talking shit. Delicious soul. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shooters. Whoa. Missed, man. What the fuck kind of bullet hell did this just turn into? It's time to suit up. Can I do two? No, only one. Whoa. Here you go, Mist Man. Did that fill up the thing? Just need to check, because I need to... Oh, still empty. Sauce. May have done that one a bit early. What about now? I'll just keep checking. dropping anything, by the way? Alright, well now I'm just gonna keep picking up soul gems. It's gonna be a never-ending... It's gonna be a fucking a self-sustaining economy. Finally, we've done it. Yeah, whatever. Try and kill me. See what happens. Oh, is this what lava feels like on the flesh? Ew. Wow, I look like one evil son of a bitch. Hey there. Okay.
Let's kill those.
Yeah, well, I've got some goo on me. Oh, we're like upstairs or something.
Where'd you come from?
Missed me. Oh, wait. Let me hit him with the... Oh, come on. Boost. There we go. Idiot. I wonder if he had anything good on him. The hell are you? Is that his body? No. Any sign of a giant body around here somewhere? Not really. Alright, well, on to the next spot. Got money in my pocket. Anything more? I'll take your ground juice if you got any for me. Different one? No, this is the exact same one. Moving on then. Is this important? This looks important.
How could they trick me like this? I was one of Rieman's court wizards. This is no place for you. Get out while you can. Damn, Akaviri shaman. How could I know it would trap my soul?
They're just sitting around saying, man, this shit sucks. I don't even want to be here. This really is what LA is going to look like in like 200 years, though. Mark my fucking words. Jesus Christ, how terrifying. Hey, how's it going? We're back. Look at me with my glowing ass hands. How far away are we? 1,000,000 miles. Huh? The fuck was that? The fuck was that? Is this something? Soul husk. Nice. Yeah, I'm fairly convinced somebody's shooting at me. Obviously not doing a great job, are they? Let me just drop a save. I assume that worked, right? Yep.